We are live on the internet. How is it going, everyone? Good Sunday evening to you. I can see a bunch of people hopping on right now on our... Oh, I can hear some feedback from myself. On our website, we're actually live on our website now. Right now, we're live on YouTube. And you've probably found your way here this evening if you're in the UK or Europe, this afternoon, early afternoon, if you're over in the US, because you've been getting emails from either myself or one of the other leaders within our community. So why are you here right now? It's because you want to find out exactly how you can utilize the internet and the 3.3 billion people that are online right now. And that is what I've just literally... That's why we were 1.5 minutes late, put the final touches on the few slides I've got for you this evening. So if you hold on tight, watching right now, I've got a few slides to introduce to you. You're probably going to keep you for around an hour, maybe just over an hour, and you're going to hear not only from me, but also some of our students within the community who are generating massive success with the system we're running right now. So I'm looking forward to this. There's a bunch of people hopping on right now. So what you can do underneath this video there, I hope first of all you're not watching on a phone, something small like this, right? It'd be better if you're on a tablet or a laptop or a desktop to get the most out of this presentation. And yeah, I can see someone asked, Richard's asked, has it started yet? It has, Richard. What I would do, I'll write in this now, refresh your page. There we go. So underneath this chat, as I said, there is a box, a chat box. If you click Facebook, you can log in with your Facebook. Don't worry, it doesn't post anywhere or anything like that. What it will do will enable you to interact with us live time. So this is live right now. Let me see, what date is it today to prove it? Sunday the 18th of March, on March 18th. Right, so log in and ask us any questions you have throughout the presentation. And what I'll do, I'll go back and forth. I'm going to share my screen, come out and tell you a little bit about what we're talking about and answer any questions you guys have. Keep it relevant to online business. But yeah, there's a couple of people on the panel this evening that are going to be with me. One of those people is Ali Crump, who is a leader within our community, as well as Adam. Adam is a leader within the community as well. You're going to hear their stories, how they've been able to transition from that employee to being an online entrepreneur, which, you know, this day and age with 3.3 billion people online, it's not actually that hard to implement once you get all the noise and stuff out of the way and use these 3 strategies we're going to show you this evening. So still a bunch of people hopping on. So let me know where you're from, guys. I'm Ryan Roberts. I'm from Mold, a really small town in the northeast of Wales. I'm actually back here right now. I've had to come back to see some family for the past week, but I actually live over in Southeast Asia. I travel full time. That's what I've allowed this business to do for me. You're going to hear from some of our other successful students who are now either traveling or they're going on long breaks. You're going to hear from Adam, who's just come back from Southeast Asia himself. Some people are doing this to have more time with their family, etc., right? Because an online business does what it wants, does what you want it to do. Whatever lifestyle is tailored for you, right? So with that being said, guys, let me know where you're from. I can see we have got Richard with us. We've got Eddie. How's it going, Eddie? How's it going, Richard? We've got Stephen as well from Bolton. Eddie said there's nothing happening here. So guys, if you do refresh your page, you're going to have this coming live time with you right now. As I said, interact as much as possible. Keep it relevant to online business. And without further ado, I'm going to jump in to the presentation and let you listen to what we've created over the past couple of years within our community project Q1. Right, hey Gary Preston, but I'm in Dubai at the moment. Cool. What are you doing in Dubai, Gary? Interested to know. I'm going to be stopping by there in just a few days' time, in fact. So let me hop into a screen share. Share screen. There we go. If we go over into Infinity, and let me get into present mode. All right. So the presentation tonight, basically what we do is show you the easiest and simplest solution to transition from employee to entrepreneur in 2018. These are a couple of pictures of myself and one of the other co-founders of Project Q1. On the left side, we travel in Southeast Asia on a small island in Vietnam. On the right side, we're in this fancy place in Budapest, pretending to laugh at each other. So let me move on. And what are you actually going to, what am I going to reveal to you guys tonight? What are you actually going to learn, right? That is secret number one, how to profit from the hottest trends on the internet, even if you don't have a product to sell. Secret number two, how to set up simple websites that pay you anywhere from £1,000 to £5,000 per month, even if you're not tech savvy. And then secret number three, how to cut your learning curve by 90% and earn your first 4 figures online in month number 1. And guys, 4 figures, 3 figures is £999, 4 figures is £1,000. That is our goal, right? Some people do it in the first month, some people do it in their second month, but that is our goal, to get people up and running and earning that kind of income in their first month. So the ground rules here. This is an interactive Q&A chat. You can see down below. So guys, interact. You're here to learn. It's not going to post anywhere. No one's judging, right? No one knew anything about working online at some point. So if you do have any questions, just fire them away and we'll answer them. Right. Number two, let us know where you're from. I admit to you, I'm from a town called Mold, right? How embarrassing is that, right? I'm from Mold in South Wales. And take notes. Sorry, South Wales, North Wales, as you can probably tell. Take notes this evening. If you've got a notepad and pen, definitely jot some stuff down that you find really interesting, if anything rings to you. And number four, focus. If you're half watching EastEnders or Coronation Street or whatever's played on TV right now, right, turn it off, go to somewhere where you can focus. If you're watching it with someone, make sure you're on the same wavelength, because the information we're going to be providing here this evening is extremely valuable if you take it in and also use it. Okay, you are within a very small percentage of people on the internet that are actually taking that action to learning and having a look at what working online actually is, and you're going to actually see how pretty simple it is once you follow the three secrets. Bit of a tongue twister there I'm going to be revealing to you right now. But for everyone that stays until the end, right, for everyone within attention span, we're going to give you a few bonuses. Okay, bonus number one, we're going to show you how to ethically steal, that's right, steal our $1 million online sale system. I was going to put pounds there, but $1 million sounds a bit better, doesn't it? Even though pounds is worth more. Bonus number two, an opportunity to partner up with 6-figure marketers and plug into a proven business model that's already working for thousands of people just like you. Again, guys, when you stay until the end, this is. And bonus number three, a free 10-minute business strategy coaching call with one of our expert coaches, either myself, one of the people on the panel, or another few tens of our coaches within the community. Okay, and you are going to get that free just for showing up this evening and staying until the end, because we want to reward the people who take in all this information and want to use it. If that's making sense, let me know. In the comments box below, type yes, you are ready. Just put ready, just so I know who's with us this evening, just so I know who's actually keen to get this information going. I've put a lot of we've put a lot of time into this presentation, and we are ready now to reveal it to you guys. So let's get going and dive in. Who is this for? If you want to start creating an income online, right? You want to have freedom to work from home or travel the world or spend more time with your friends and family. You aren't poor or desperate or homeless or living on the street or something like that, right? You're on a stable condition. This is someone who is probably working already and as an employee, and you want to transition. You've tried to start making money online before, or you are determined to do so. And 5, you already have a profitable online business or a social media following or a network marketing team, and you're looking at how to automate business. So any of those 5 points, if you are any of those, then you're in for a treat and you're in the right place. So a little bit about me. I was born and raised in a small town in North Wales, the UK. I won't mention the name again. I failed in IT in school. I put that twice, right? Because I got a U. I got unclassified, right? I failed at computers. I was a sports instructor for 2 years after doing that. I had a passion for traveling from the age of 18. At university was fun. You can see here, I paid £30,000 to get a scroll and wear some black robes. But I never actually understood why I was in university, what I went for. I just kind of went because it was the thing to do, right? And I became a teacher. I did that for around a year. An English teacher, an English second language teacher. This is a fake smile, by the way, in the classroom. And then I also, because I couldn't really afford to live, I also need to do some kind of side hustle. So I was getting cracking with some freelance modeling work. So I did some work for ASUS and various other things. And then before quitting, and then do my first 6 figures in sales in my first year online, and able to travel the world full time. You can see I'm at the back of this picture here with some of my other business partners. And I retired at the age of 24, thanks to the internet and being able to present from places like this. And not only that, but give back to people and show them that this is actually possible, that you don't have to work for 40 years of your life to then have fun at the end. You can do it all at the same time if you utilize the trends right now. Here's another one. So, are you guys ready for secret number 1? Let me have a look first. Let me hop out into here. Let me see if we've got any comments coming through. Got a few readies here. We've got a bunch more people hopping on right now. Hello to Ernie. Okay, just thought the same video saw last week. That must be the way these things go. Hey, Ernie, the presentation is similar to the one last week, but we go live each and every week. Is this message box live? Yeah, the message box is live because I'm responding there to the message. And let's see. Adam says, yeah, this live. And people are ready. People are ready. Brilliant. So I'm going to jump straight into a screen share. Adam, if there is any questions, anything anyone has right now, please just butt in and we'll answer them as they come in. Okay?
Yeah, cool, no problem.
Nice one, mate. So I'll jump straight back into the screen share and get ready with secret number 1. Present. There we go. Let me get my little pointer. Secret number 1. How to profit from the hottest trends on the internet, even if you don't have a product to sell. So here's some interesting facts. Okay. For most workers, real wages have barely budged for decades. So the price of living goes up and people aren't getting paid anymore. Right. And in this study, Americans are retiring later, dying sooner, and sicker in between, which isn't the way to live. Right. And I'm showing these are kind of trends happening in America. And what usually happens in America also is applicable and happens in the UK. Right. So cheer up, though. There is 1,700 millionaires that are made every single day. That is the same amount of millionaires that there was in the 1900s being made every day because of this thing called the internet. But the majority of millennials, like myself, and if you're watching this, you know, and you are a millennial, that they can never become millionaires because we're told to fit in a box and we cannot do that. Here's some other articles. You got The Entrepreneur here, from grad student to social media millionaire, and how he's done that. Former teacher now earns over $45,000 in a month with their online business. People transition online every single day, more and more people, right? And guys, you know how Facebook goes and so on. And this social media marketing generated $7 million in affiliate sales for this entrepreneur. And we're going to go into more detail of what affiliate sales actually is in a few slides time. And this is how a homeless man became a millionaire, just from using a phone. Guys, the internet is so, so powerful. And we're going to show you exactly how powerful and how you can utilize it right now. So wake up. It's 2018. Okay, let's have a look at a traditional online business versus the traditional offline business and how big the market is. So online, there's 3.3 billion people right now, whereas you can only reach locals only. Okay, offline. The online world is open 24 hours a day, whereas offline, a traditional brick and mortar business, as they say, is 8 to 10 hours per day, right? I don't know any shops that are open 12, 14 hours. There's low startup cost and low risk online compared to high startup costs and high risk in an offline business, because you're paying for staff, you're paying for the physical place, you're paying to stock the shop, and the hope people are going to buy the stuff. So let's have a look at the approximate total investment. An automated sales system built is between £1,000 and £5,000. We'll explain that shortly, how these are built. Product investment, anything from £0 to £7,000. And the marketing budget is from £50 to infinity. And I say infinity because there's 3.3 billion people's eyes that could see your product or your service, right? So that's why we have infinity there compared to an offline business. You got the building rent, anything from £2,000 to £5,000, plus your staff, right? You got the physical supplies, you got the liabilities, insurance, paying for the staff, paying for them to go on holiday, paying while they're on their lunch break, right? Paying for the lights, paying for the electric. You pay for everything. So let's look at Subway, for example. Just to have the Subway name, the franchise, it costs anywhere from 116 to £263,000, but that isn't a drop compared to McDonald's, from 1.1 to 1.9 million pounds, and that's before you've done anything else. That is just to have that M, right? The M, or the Subway. So that can give you, kind of paint a picture to you between online and offline, and that's why you can see stores like Toys R Us completely closing down. When I was a kid, I used to love going to Toys R Us, right? It was always busy. But what's happened since then? I'm 26 now. What's happened over the last 15, 20 years, right? What's boomed? The internet has completely taken off, and it's crushing. It's absolutely crushing an industry of offline businesses. So you can either dwell on it, or as everything, you can take full advantage of it. So what are the three components of a profitable online business? Well, that is high ticket products or services, high converting sales funnel, sales system, high quality traffic, which produces money. So let's break that down. High ticket product or service. So I would say high ticket to me is anything that's over £1,000. Okay, anything from £1,000 to £5,000 or even more, right? And you will make a commission on that. Or a service. A service can be dentistry. You know, maybe someone wants to go and get some fake gnashes, some fake teeth for a couple of £1,000, right? That's high ticket. So you can promote that or sell that online. Going through a high converting sales system, otherwise known as a funnel. Okay, and we're going to go into a lot more detail on that in the next couple of slides. What is a sales funnel exactly? It basically takes people through the buying process from not knowing anything about the product or service to making a buying decision. And then you also have high quality traffic. So this is the third but most important part. Okay, that's people like you, like me, that are online right now, that go in to the high converting sales system, the funnel, and they want to buy either a high ticket product or service, which results in making money. If this makes sense, please let me know in the box below. Just say yes if it is, and if it's not, or you want me to go into more detail, just ask the question and we will address it. So did you know 9 out of 10 times a purchase is made online, someone gets paid a commission? This normally happens behind the scenes, and as a customer, you don't even know this is happening. But who are these somebodies? They are affiliates. Okay, so what is an affiliate? Well, I'll explain that to you in a moment. What if you knew how to get the right offer in front of the right people, and instead of someone else earning that commission, it was you? That's what affiliates are. They're people who take a certain percentage from a sale, right? And these are like ninjas online. So instead of someone else doing that, what if it was you? Okay, and these are just some companies with affiliate programs: Amazon, Walmart, Groupon, eBay, Expedia, Best Buy, or Apple iTunes. And the list goes on and on and on. Okay, just Google search a company you like, followed by affiliate program, and you'll see what pops up. Here you go. And people think like, oh, you're an affiliate marketer. This is an example, by the way, for everyone watching right now. And they think it's like some crazy kind of job or crazy entrepreneurial thing, but it's not. You literally just go onto a website and there's an affiliate program option available. Here's Best Buys, here's Expedias, right? And here's another few of the best networks that will pay you pretty much instantly. Right, but a lot of these companies only pay between 3 and 8%. So if you're selling something that's £50, you know, you want to be making more than, well, £4. Really don't need to make it worth your while. So we're going to be talking about high ticket and earning like plus 1,000 plus a little bit later on. So most people think I need to create my own product. I need to go to China and source some kind of product. I need to make, some kind of protein shake or some kind of training course to be able to sell. I thought that too. That's what one of the reasons prevented me from getting up and running online, because I had no ideas, right? But that's just simply not true. And we're going to show you how companies that want you to sell their products for them, and they're happy to pay you upwards of 50% commissions, after I show you and tell you a quick story. Okay, so as you saw in some of the opening pictures, and Adam, by the way, if there's any questions, just feel free to jump in.
Yep.
As I was saying, well, and some of the first few pictures, you saw myself and business partner Rob. He had a traditional offline/online business. Right, so he used to get products sourced in China, these plastic like card holders, paper holders, the kind of thing you see in a doctor's surgery when you walk to the front desk, right? And he used to bulk sell these. So here they arrived on the back of the lorry. So he's excited to get his online business up and running, right? And here he is with his big too big a truck that they drive in the US. Right, and here's his Amazon delivery. So now the fun begins, right? It's all packaged up. Halfway done, he gets a couple of shipments of this. Cracking a smile. He gets it all the way to his garage, right? But at this time, he's got them up on Amazon trying to sell them, and still trying to sell them, hoping that they're going to be sold, right? But what happens is, if your product's not selling, where's it going to go? Well, you have to stock it in your own house, or you're going to have to pay to get it stocked somewhere else. So is this truly an online business when you're doing all the physical work yourself? You're doing all the unpacking, packing back up, putting the labels on them, taking them down to the post office to get posted somewhere else. Guys, let me know if this is your idea of an online business. Although the things are sold online, is this actually free time, location, freedom? Maybe it's financial freedom if he sells enough. Right? And take a look at this. He had to send it all back. He had to send a ton of it back, which then ended up costing him a ton more money because he couldn't sell them. Right? But it did make him some money. Have a look at this. This was the end of last year. He likes to use Snapchat quite a lot, as you can see. And he's shutting this business down, even though he made over $12,000 in 30 days selling these pieces of plastic. Okay, 729 units of them to be precise, right? Because it's just a fraction of what was happening within our community, within Project Q1, and how much cash he could make with this specific opportunity that I'm showing you guys here today. Remember what I said before about high ticket? So right now you think, I've got a product, but how do I get people to buy it? And let me just hop out right there. I told you Rob's story. Let's see if we've got any questions coming through. Yes. Does that make sense, everyone? Yeah, no chance for Rich. Yeah, you don't want to. If you got a bad back as well, you don't want to be bending down all day trying to pack and unpack loads of products and stuff like that. It's just not worth it, right? It's not the true reason you would start something online. So let's take it back and think about the ideal kind of business where you would buy a product or you sell the product, right? But you don't have to stock it first to ship it out. We deal at Project Q1, we specifically deal with companies that do that for us, that we can sell a product, say for £1,000, £3,000, £5,000, £7,000, and they will ship it wherever it is in the world. Okay, and we never touch it. We are just the middle person who connects the customer with the product. Okay, and there's a joke within our industry, we're like Tinder. Okay, people choose to swipe left or right or whatever way it is, right? They match. It's a match made in heaven. We don't get our hands dirty, right? We just pass on the information, and then we make a commission, and that can be anything from 7 to 56%. And just put yourself in pretend you've got a business right now, and you sell a high ticket product or service for say £5,000, and if you can make 50% on that without having to stock the product or ship the product, you just deal with, or not even deal with the paperwork, right? You just put them in touch, use your ID code, just put yourself in that situation. What would $2.5 grand do for you, right? What would that do? Would it be enough? It was enough for me to be able to quit my job. It was enough for me to be able to start traveling and work from wherever I wanted. But what would that do for you? What is that figure that would allow you to stop doing what you're doing and transition into working online full time? Right? What would that figure be for you? I want you to have a think right now of what that could be for you. So, if there's no questions, Adam, we'll keep going.
Yeah, everyone's sort of agreeing. Everyone said that they fully understand where we got to at the minute. So yeah, let's sort of jump into the next part.
Let's jump into secret number 2 then. Brilliant. Here we go. Share. Okay, let's have a look at secret number 2. And that is how to set up simple websites that pay you anything from £1,000 to £5,000 per month, even if you're not tech savvy. Most people think that they need a fancy website to make money online. They need to find a web developer, get charged anything from £1,000 to £20,000. Guess if it will make them money. Wait for weeks or months for the web developer to imagine what's going on in your brain, for him to create it, to send it you back, for you not to like it, for then the spiral continues. Okay, and you have no control over what's going on. So this is more of a traditional online way, right? And then you got to think, what if it doesn't work? You waste thousands of pounds and weeks of waiting. You have to start all over again. Do you give up? So which method would you prefer? A, where you spend a ton of money and look super, super slick. Or B, keep things simple, make money, and spend less. Let me know in the comments box, would you prefer A or B? Which one makes more sense to you personally? A or B? I'm sure you're familiar with this. Maybe not the website, but the brand definitely. Right? It's Starbucks. It's sexy. It's sleek. People want to click on it. You know, there's a load of stuff going on at the top. They've spent a lot of money developing this. Or simple but effective. A website that just gives people one thing to do. Right? One thing to do. So this is A or B. And that is the $1 million website template. B, simple and effective. Okay, so you can see over here, there's a call to action. You're scrolling your Facebook or your Instagram newsfeed. You see something you like, a product or a service, and there is also a big promise on the advert. So you want to click it. So you click it, and the big promise goes here. But for you to give the big promise, or for us to give the big promise, people have to give up their name and email. Okay, this is called a landing page. And then the thank you page, this is where they get the big promise. Okay, you always deliver on the big promise. That is the most important thing. You deliver. Whatever you say, you give. And most people, some people will buy straight away, but most people, you know, I don't whip my credit card out for anything after 5 seconds of clicking on an advert, right? I want to know something's trustworthy, I'm being taken care of, the company cares for me, and they want to sell me the best product that they think is tailored for me. So I'll give them my name and email, and they send me quality emails describing the products, maybe showing some testimonials from other people who have used the product before. Now, is this starting to make sense, guys? And then after a week, maybe after a month, I will decide, okay, I want to buy that product. Maybe it was, I don't know, maybe it was some golf clubs, right? And I'm playing golf and there's an advert here for some golf clubs, and included with the golf clubs, there's 100 golf balls. But in order for me to get the 100 golf balls, I put my name and email. So I give that, and the golf club set. I'm seeing some reviews from other golfers that have been using it. I'm hearing reviews about the golf balls they've been using, and they got free when they bought the golf set. So then I'm like, yeah, I want to be like these golfers. I trust them. I trust this company, and I'm going to buy, right? And then I buy the golf set. It comes, it gets delivered to me, and I get the 100 golf balls for free. And obviously, someone's made a commission on that, but I'm a very happy golfer in the process. Now, let me know if that makes sense. Guys, let me know in the chat box if that makes sense. And this is the $1 million website template. I would screenshot this if I were you, because right now there's hundreds of thousands of companies using this very, very simple technique. Super simple technique that is literally taken over the online world because of this magic part, the emails and building that reputation up with the customer. So you might think that's really, really cool. I have no idea how to do all of that stuff. So are you ready for secret number 3? And that is how to cut your learning curve by 90% and in your first 4 figures in month number 1. So what do you need to get started online? You would usually need ClickFunnels, which can be anything from £1,100 to £3,500 per year. Facebook ads training, knowing how to use Facebook. A training course for that would be about £1,000. You would need to know how to use Aweber. Okay, and Aweber can cost anything from £240 to £2,700 per year, depending on the amount of emails you have. Webinar Jam, similar to the software we're using right now to host webinars like this. And ClickMagick. ClickMagick puts all these figures together to make sure you're actually making money. So you're looking for a total there of up to £9,000 per year before you even set out the gate. But remember, that's what you usually need. And you would normally need to know all of this before you even started making money. Find a profitable offer with a high converting sales funnel. build your own capture pages, email, autoresponders, so the emails go out on your behalf. And these emails are marketing emails. They're not just random text messages that you send your mate. These are specifically scripted to make people, to influence people to purchase the product that or service that you're actually selling. I'm gonna need to know Facebook and Google Ads training. You'd have to know how to film ad videos, split test and optimize your adverts, how to use social media marketing, host live webinars, do consultative sales calls, and track all of that data before you'd even make a penny. Right, and as you can see by this thumb down emoji, it's not the most fun process starting out. But once you're up and running and have an automated system working for you, it's extremely fun and rewarding. Trust me and trust other successful people that are working online, and some of the people you're going to hear from in just a few moments, like Adam, right, who earned money while he was traveling from the UK over to Southeast Asia, right? And he earned more money than the flight's actually worth. So not the most fun process starting out, but is it worth it once it's set up and automated for our whole community? Absolutely. So what if 90% of this process was automated for you? You were handed a high converting offer, proven to get results. Your capture pages were built for you. Your autoresponder, so relationship building, sending those emails was done on your behalf. Your sales presentations and webinars were done for you. Your high ticket sales calls, where you actually make the commission, if they were done for you, but you're making the commission, and all you have to do is follow our over the shoulder click by click training on the remaining 10%, which is that sending traffic. Okay, just that sending traffic part. So following our over the shoulder click by click training on the other 10%, and that training has now over 930 people utilizing as we are, well, as I am presenting to you guys and you guys are listening to this. So how does the Project Q1 automated business work? What is that 90% and how does it work? Right, so the outcome is money. But how do you get there? Because when I first heard about working online, I was like, cool, but I don't get how, like a screen or this phone, like how do you make money from using it? It just didn't kind of make sense to me before I started looking into it. Well, you need high quality traffic going through the high converting sales system, the sales funnel, and that's working on automation. As we said before, the internet doesn't sleep, right? It's going day in, day out. I've never heard of it having a day off. I've never heard of it being sick at all. Right? And that's promoting an automation, promoting the products and services we're working with, which pay high commissions with passive residual income, and you will be leveraging sales, which means making money and you get paid. Right? Does that make sense, guys? But it also starts with the high quality traffic. People you know want to purchase the product or services that we promote. So the proof is in the pudding, right? The proof is in the pudding, the chocolate pudding there. You're here on this masterclass. That's proof that it works. You saw an ad, you opted in, and now you're learning about an opportunity. Now, the only question is, if we show you exactly how to do all of this, are you actually going to do it? And you're going to hear in just a few moments' time from people who are doing it and getting massive results and success using or doing it, right? Doing that 10% of the work we were talking about just before. But you are the only variable. Watching this right now, this system, our products, everything's in place, it works. The only variable is you. So the work, this is actually a fairly simple part. So we use Facebook, right? And every Facebook has a business manager. It's called, and you can create a fan page. This is different from a profile. And you can advertise from this fan page. Okay, and then people can come through And this is an example, right? Do you want to discover how average people are building their passive income online? And then you will show people a video or a presentation. And that is how you will generate money, create wealth. Okay, so that's how the system works. But it's not all about money and cash and splashing it, right? It's about the lifestyle you can create. And I picked this picture, not because I like champagne and little fancy cakes, right? But for me, I like traveling. I like living in other countries, exploring different cultures. That's why I'm doing this business. We have other people who like to go on holiday. You know, you're going to hear of Adam. He likes to go stay in resorts, right, and explore different cultures as well. You have some people. You got Rich, who is now a stay-at-home dad, who can spend more time with his friends and family, and a ton more of our success stories. But as I said at the start of this presentation, guys, it's whatever it means to you, right, in your specific circumstances. What that extra, few hours a day could be. If you take away a job, what would you do with that time? Would you go and travel or spend it with your family? Or what would you do? It's completely up to the individual, the person watching this. So how do you make money with Project Q1? Well, this is how you will build an income. We promote the best-selling high-ticket products, things that pretty much sell themselves, right? Where you can earn from £300 to £2,950 commission per sale. And this is our black box business model. And I'm sure you understand we do keep this private for the paid members of our community. We work with international companies that are reputable and established. They're decades old. Products that people actually want to buy, that pay a high commission, as you can tell from above. There's no stocking or shipping any inventory. There we go, got that out. It pays daily, and it will replace your 9-to-5 income with just a few sales per month. Now, imagine, say, we're the commission here, the highest end of the commission is £2,950. So we'll go halfway. You've been involved for, say, 6 or 7 months, and you're earning £1,500 commission per sale. What would that do for you? Would that allow you to quit your job? Would it allow you to go part-time? Would it allow you to have, be able to pay your bills easier? For each person, it's the commission has serves its purpose, right? But what would it do for you? Because I don't know you yet. I know what it does for me, but what does it do for you? Have a think. But now you have a choice. You can do one of two things right now. Thing number one, you can go and do this on your own. I don't hold any grudges. That's fine. And hopefully you do it all right. Hopefully. Conquer every roadblock as it comes. Figure out every single hiccup on the way. Or, number two, you can have me by your side and make sure you are doing it right. Blast through those roadblocks like a Mack truck and accelerate to your success faster than you could ever do on your own. And that's exactly what we're offering here, right? I know the hiccups. I know the roadblocks that comes, right? And what it takes to figure it out. It can take years, months of painstaking work, or you can find someone who's done it already, who's got what you want, and learn from that. Learn from them, right? And that's exactly what a mentor and coach does for you. So you can let me help you, someone who's already helped others earn 5 figures online on a monthly basis, to help you start your online business using the exact same business model. So let me know, guys, what would you prefer? Thing number one or thing number two? And remember, I don't hold no grudges. It's completely up to you which one you would prefer to do. Because before I got started, I would have said thing number one, because I was very, very stubborn, right? I didn't think people were actually out there to help me until I was introduced to the online world and realized, people actually do want to help, and I'm providing a service. So I get you. How can I help you? Well, remember all those things before that cost a ton of money? All these softwares that we have in place already? Well, we have that covered. We have every single aspect of this done, and it's working on automation for you, right? That funnel's in place, working on automation so you get paid, as you're going to hear from some of our successful students, just a handful of them in a few moments' time. That's the Project Q1 automated system, a highly profitable sales funnel. And all you have to do is send high quality traffic through it. But how do you do that? Well, we have our training to do that. It's not step by step, guys. It's click by click, literally click by click. It's our training academy where you're going to have education, mentorship, and training throughout the whole process. And that is the Project Q1 Training Academy and automated system. But by now, you are probably wondering how much, Ryan? And remember, guys, at some point during this presentation, underneath right at the bottom of the page, there's going to be a place available to click, a button to click where you can book a 10-minute call, a free 10-minute call. It's just a heads up. But by now, you're probably wondering how much. Well, let's have a look at what you're going to get first. You're going to get the Training Academy, the automated system, access to the Project Q1 Facebook group with now close to 1,000 people in it from all over the world doing exactly the same thing, our weekly team training calls, and of course, some bonuses. Bonus number 1, a 30-minute one-on-one coaching call, valued here over £229. But this is for the first 10 people only this evening. And that's because we want to work with the people who want to take action. And this 30-minute one-on-one call isn't just, a random phone call. This is with one of our amazing coaches that have been in your position right now as an employee and transitioned to being an entrepreneur, full-time online, and how you can do exactly the same thing. They're going to walk you through exactly the process that you need to go through to get from place A, wherever you're at right now, to place B, where you want to be. Bonus number 2, recordings of all past team training calls. We go live each and every week where six-figure earners are giving the value, giving what's working for them out for free. Like, we just do it within the community. We do it live on Facebook, and you can absorb this information, use it in your business, and get the same results. Right? Again, this is for the first 10 people only that do become a member this evening. So let's add all of this up and the value that's actually here. So you got the Training Academy valued at over £349. The automated system, £697 value. That's working constantly, 24 hours a day, guys. Access to the Facebook group, a private, closed, global community. The weekly team training calls. This is worth over £130 per week, per call, guys. Bonus number 2, the team training recordings. The value there is £449. But the most important bonus to me, and this is the last one, is bonus number 1, that 30-minute one-on-one coaching call. It's invaluable. I remember when I first got up and running online, and I had this call booked. I had no idea what was going on. I was like, I've watched a webinar similar to the one you guys are watching now. But it's like, I don't really get it. What's going on? I want to transition from being a teacher. I want to work online. I just want to work for myself. And once I got on this coaching call, everything became clear in an instant, because I was speaking to a real person who had been through exactly the same thing as I went through. And they literally talked me through it step by step, what I needed to do. And then I implemented it. And guess what? A few months later, I was out of my teaching job, no more shirt and tie. So there's a total value there of over £2,151. That's the value. Okay, so you can see why it's a good deal right now on projectq1.com. It's $997, which is £719 when I last did the conversion, right? So that's for the general public. And that's for people who find us online. Okay. But because you were watching us live and you've already learned the basics, you haven't just randomly stumbled across us when you're Googling, start an online business, or I'm sick of my job, let me find something online on Google, right? Because some people find us randomly and they pay the £719. But because you're watching this live, and I've already taught you the basics, right? You're here right now. What time are we on? Almost an hour into the presentation. So you've invested your time in this and now you know the basics. So we have it for a one-time offer of £79. £79, guys. All you have to do is scroll below, click the orange button, and invest in yourself, right? And that's a one-time fee. It's not like a monthly subscription or anything like that. It's £79. It's one night out, right? If you look at it like that. So again, let's have a look. The automated system, Training Academy, the Facebook group, the weekly mastermind calls. Bonus number 1, every single replay. Okay. Bonus number 2 is a lifetime access to every single replay of the masterminds and much, much more. And you can get started now for just £79, one-time fee. Click the button below and join the success team now. There's over the last count we checked today, we have over 938 people successfully using our system, our automated system. Guys, are you going to be next? And here are some of the people in our community that are actually earning money online right now with us. You got Rich Barker here. He's going to come out and share a story hopefully in just a few moments time. He was an electrician working 60-hour plus weeks, and one of the last months he earned over £20,000 online. And now, guys, maybe you're looking at this and thinking, what the hell? How did he do that? Well, Rich was with us for around a year at this point. Okay, so that's how he was able to do it. He stayed committed, driven, and focused. He'll tell you his story, and that is the kind of the compound effect of staying persistent and keeping on going. And remember the commission we looked at before, where you can earn £2,950 per sale? Well, just imagine making a few of those. All right, so that would maybe paint a bit more of a picture for how that was possible. You've got Lily here, Lilybeth Dawson. She was working in jewelry sales, and in the first 3 weeks, she was able to earn over £2,200 with the exact system that we have shown you here this evening. Lily will come out and tell you her story in just a few moments as well. We've got Bobby over in the US. He was in landscaping and construction, working as a freelancer. Transitioned online around almost a year ago now, and he's now on a monthly basis making over $10,000 using this exact system. We've got Laurie Broughtingham here. I actually met Laurie over in Vietnam. One time she was a former personal trainer, lives in New York, earning over $10,000 a month as well on a monthly basis. She's been in the industry that we're working in offline. She was in it for 9 years prior, only earning $2,000 a month, and now she's taking it online, earns over 10. And let's have a look at Adam Gately, a former underwriter for 10.5 years. He was earning a consecutive £6,000 a month. That was before Christmas. Since Christmas, he'll tell you in January he made over £11,000, which used to take him 6 months to generate that much wealth. Now he's making it in 1 month, in the first month of the year, where most people are scrounging their pennies, right? And it's completely unheard of. So again, what are you going to get? You're going to get the Project Q1 Training Academy, valued there over £349. The automated system, £697. The Project Q1 Facebook group, weekly team training calls, £130 a week, right, of value. Bonus number 2, the team training recordings, and bonus number 1, that 30-minute one-on-one coaching call with someone who's already been in the position you're in right now, and is going to be able to give you the knowledge to get you to where you need to be by implementing some simple steps on that call. But remember, guys, that's for the first 10 people only that do register and invest in themselves this evening. Again, the total value there for over £2,151. I'm going to jump in and show you right now a sneak peek of our system that over 930 people are using. But first of all, let's bring out one of the members of the panel down here, and maybe Adam, do you want to come out and just tell a little bit about your story, how when you got up and running, when you got on a coaching call? Yeah, that'd be brilliant. So I can kind of get my voice back.
Yeah, no problem. Cheers, right? So yeah, I started with Project Q1. It's going back 10 months ago now, and it was May last year. So this time last year, as you've seen what Rise explained, I worked in a finance company as an underwriter, which overall it wasn't a bad job. But what was getting me down was I was making this company 30, 40 grand a month. And that was not reflecting in my pay packet at all. And because of that, I was getting fed up, getting down. It was affecting me out of work. I was a bit grumpy every evening that I come home. Sunday evening, like now, when everyone's thinking about work on a Monday morning, I was the same, and I was really fed up with it overall. So I came across the Facebook community, Project Q1. And I thought, yeah, I'm a bit skeptical. I'm not sure what it's all about and how I can make money, but I don't want to be sat in this office for the next 10, 20 or 30 years. So I came across Project Q1. I joined up. I thought I'll take a leap of faith. What's the worst that can happen? It can't be any worse than what I'm plugging on with at the moment. And yeah, I've got to admit I was skeptical at the beginning, but when I joined the group, I reached out and I saw and had a couple of conversations with people that was making really good money. There was having sort of 5-figure month, £10,000 or more they was earning. And when I was speaking to these people, they were genuine, but there was just average sort of guys. There wasn't tech wizards or anything like that. They'd come from jobs that were like mine, or they could be tradesmen, like Rich will tell you shortly his job. So yeah, these people were nothing special, and they'll admit that themselves. So I was having conversations with them and thinking, well, I had a sit down and thought, if these people can do this and they're not really much more technical advanced than me, I can definitely give this a go, and I can definitely make this work. So yeah, I went all in. That was what hooked me in, as well as probably a nightmare day at work. And what I did was I went all in, and after three months of working online with Project Q1, my income overtook the income that I was earning from that job, and I'd been in that job 10 years. So that did it for me. I couldn't wait to hand my notice in. I gave it an extra month or two. The income was building up, and I just did it. I handed my notice in October. So I've been full-time online about 5 months now, and I'm absolutely loving it. I actually wake up in the morning looking forward to the day ahead instead of the opposite. So yeah, where I am now, Ryan's just mentioned, I had the best month ever in January, and I did £11,000, and I would have to work 6 months of the year in my job previous to get that kind of money. It's an unbelievable amount of money. It's enabled me to do a little bit of traveling recently to Vietnam and Singapore, which I got back from there about 2 weeks ago now, and it's enabled me to book my wedding, which is in Miami in November this year. And yeah, without Project Q1, probably would have a wedding to book, but I wouldn't be able to do all these nice things as well, like go and see all these nice places. Got a couple more trips planned in the summer as well. And yeah, it's a cliche phrase, but it has been a life changer for me. And it's all because really that I made that change. I've had all the help I could possibly have. Ryan mentioned the coaching call. Without that coaching call, speaking to someone real and explaining what everything is in detail. That's what set me on that path, and yeah, I'm just thankful for this opportunity. And anyone who's on the fence, I would just say to yourself, where are you going to be in 6 months' time, in 12 months' time? If you don't see yourself moving forward in life, then take a chance, and it might work out for you. You might be the next person on this panel talking about your success with Project Q1.
Brilliant. Thanks a lot for your story there, Adam. And it's all because you clicked the link on Facebook, right? You saw an advert, you clicked it, you took action, and now you're inspiring thousands of people and soon to be tens of thousands of people to do exactly the same thing. So it's brilliant working with you, mate. And yeah, I'll see you soon on a beach somewhere.
Definitely.
So guys, let me jump into a screen share and show you now the system over 930 people are utilizing. So I'm going to show you that, and that's the 10% of the work that's sending traffic and how that's done. So first of all, what you're going to do once you click that orange button below and invest in yourself, the £79. Right, let me show you, where are we? The order form. So limited time only today, £79. Here we are, Ryan Roberts. Go to step 2. It's a secure page. You can see up here. You go through putting your number, your CVC, and the expiry and stuff, and you just complete your order. And once you complete your order, you will come through to this, and you create an account. Okay, and what you can do, let me put in my own email here. Everyone look at my password, please. We're going, you will go through. Whoa, I thought you would. Let me try again. Not letting me log on to my account. I forgot my own password. Typical when we're live, right? So I can't log into my own members area right now, guys. Adam, would you be able to have a look if you can log in on yours, and I can carry on with the presentation, then we can show everyone some of the members area. So right now I'll carry on with the members with the presentation. Just so you know, we are live. Things do happen. So jump back in. Let me know if you can see the screen. Here we go. Present mode. Back in. And the extra bonuses, because right now, guys, you've been with us for just over an hour, and we want to give you some of the bonuses. So bonus number 1, we're going to show you how to ethically steal our $1 million sales system. Bonus number 2, as we've given you the opportunity right now to partner up with 6-figure marketers and plug into our proven business model that's already working for thousands just like you. And bonus number 3, that 10-minute business strategy coaching call with one of our expert coaches. So if you're watching this right now and you would like to book a call with a coach and you've got another couple of questions, all you need to do is scroll to the bottom of this page, and at the bottom you can click down below and book in. You'll either be with me or someone else from the panel, and we'll discuss for 10 minutes any kind of questions that you have before you make that decision. And here is the sneak peek that wouldn't work for me because I forgot my password. So you go through your new member, let me get the pointer here, your new member business coaching. And that is where you're going to go through a series of a couple of minute videos and also fill in a questionnaire. So we get to know you and you get to know us. And that is where you're also going to book your coaching call. And your coach is going to know where you're at right now in life and where you want to be from answering these questions. And then on the call, they're going to take you through a step-by-step approach to getting to where you want to be. Okay, and from where they were to where they are now, how they did it, and how you can implement the same tactics. So this is our community. This screenshot was taken a couple of weeks ago, our private Project Q1 community. And I can show you that in just a few moments time. But first of all, let's talk about procrastination and how it's the #1 killer of all success. Because everyone procrastinates. I used to do it in university. I'm sure if you've watched this and you've been to university, you've left it until the very last minute, right? And it's the killer of all success. And as Napoleon Hill says, you can see him down here. He wrote a book called Think and Grow Rich. Okay, and that is a study of 500 men and women who have become millionaires, how they've done it. Okay, and this is his summary of the book. Successful people make decisions quickly, as soon as all the facts are available, and change them very, very slowly, if ever. Whereas unsuccessful people make decisions very slowly and change them often and quickly, right? And I find this very, very true, because once all the information is there, for me, when I saw a webinar like this, I was like, I'm in. I want what these people have got, and I know I can implement their training, their strategies, their methods into a business model that's already there for me. Okay? And take action on that. Whereas unsuccessful people make decisions slowly and change them often and quickly, right? Which every single time results in getting nowhere. Because I saw myself where I was at as a teacher, and I could see where am I going to be within the next 5, 10, 15 years. Okay, if I keep changing my mind, like as I'm teaching, maybe I'll try this business, that business, maybe I'll just do more teaching hours. I was changing my mind often, right? And quickly. So if I kept doing that, would I be able to generate success? Would I be able to travel to where I please? Would I be able to cut my hours down from 13 hours in a classroom, to eventually 0? No, I had to make a decision to actually take action. Okay, and make that decision quickly. And that's what happened when I saw a webinar. And for myself and over 900 people right now, they made that decision and didn't look back. So will you be the next person up on the panel with us, being able to show other people and tell other people your story? Do it now, because sometimes later becomes never. So before we go in, Adam, were you able to find?
Yeah, can
members area?
I've got in my members area. So is it screen share on the left?
Yeah, that's it, mate. The screen share on the left, and then you choose which screen you do want to share.
Can you see?
Yep, I can see myself. So yeah, there we go. Perfect.
So yeah, we've got the new member coaching videos in module 1 on the left. And then you'll come down and book your coaching call with me or one of the other coaches who are on the panel. We've got quite a lot of information to take in, frequently asked questions, where there's a lot of questions answered there in videos as well. And we've got the business plan and the ads training as well as the entrepreneur mindset resources. So there's quite a few books in there, and setting up 90-day goals, etc., and mastermind replays at the bottom as well. So yeah, that's what you'll get and work through in the members area. So yeah, all the information is there, really.
Brilliant, thanks, Adam. And as we said, guys, right, we keep the training. We're showing you some of the training there, but we keep it private for the paid members of our community. And the coaching call, congratulations, by the way, to everyone that has become a new member this evening. I've seen a few people invest in themselves, and you've guaranteed yourself that one-on-one coaching call over the next few days with your designated coach. So massive congratulations to you there. And let's see right now, I would like to bring out Rich, if you're there and you're on your toes. So if you could turn your mic off and camera on, that would be great. Thanks, mate. So let me introduce Rich to you guys. Joined with us over a year ago now. Rich was an electrician working over 60 hours per week, and he was looking for an opportunity because his back was in bits, and he'll tell you about it himself. And he's been on a hell of a journey ever since, as you saw, as in over £20,000 within a single month. And I've actually had the pleasure of meeting Rich in person, and when asked how you do it, he said, well, I just followed the training and stayed persistent. And that's exactly what he did. So, Rich, over to you, mate, if you want to tell a bit of your story.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, basically, right, just like you said, I did. As soon as I became involved, obviously, I'm not tech savvy. And for anyone who's watching this, who's thinking along the same lines, you don't need to be. The training is literally step by step, click by click. And if I can do it, anybody can do it. So my story is sort of a year and a half ago now. I was just scrolling through newsfeed on Facebook, as you do, came across an advert. And my first thoughts was, oh, what a scam. You know, so people, I'm aware of what people think, because I thought exactly the same thing myself. But what I did, I actually watched what it was about, and at the end of it, to be fair, I still thought, you know, what a scam, because I was very skeptical. I was a negative person at this point. But what happened with me, I had a back injury in 2009. So for me, it was like I had to do something different. I didn't know what at this point. But, you know, fast forward a few years, I'd struggled. I was an electrician. I had properties. We did property refurbs, you know, just general labor-intensive work. Really struggled with it. And like I said, 2016, I came across this ad. And, you know, my first impression was it's a scam. So I sort of closed the laptop, thought nothing more of it. And it was about 4 or 5 days later, I came in from work, really hard day. And my back was just in bits, like Ry said. And I just thought, I've got to do something different. I can't sustain what I'm doing. So I can remember receiving an email. So I went back on the email, watched the webinar, exactly, you know, very similar anyway to what you're watching now. And just thought, you know, I can do this. I definitely can do this. I wasn't, like I said, tech savvy. I always thought doing something like this was like, you know, the tech guys. So I was skeptical still at this point. But I watched the webinar, I went through and actually joined up. I joined the team. It was $99 at the time. And I joined the team. So I worked through the training. I did struggle, to be fair, because like I say, I was 44. I'm a bit older than most. So I did struggle, but I kept persistent. I knew I could do it. And like I say, you know, going forward from then, like a year and a half on, you know, as like Ry, I've got one of the biggest teams now in the UK. And it's just gone from strength to strength. We go, you know, I go all over the world. We do cruising a lot. And like Adam said earlier, there's not many times you can go abroad and actually earn money while you're literally laid on a sunbed. And that's what you can do. And not only that, like normally when you go on holiday, you come back and you're skint. You know, you're thinking, how can I get back? I've got to go straight back to work more overtime. You know, we don't worry about that no more. But it's not all as easy as it sounds. You know, obviously, I worked hard. I've hustled. I've done everything I can to make that, you know, to make that sort of dream lifestyle possible. And the 10th of May last year is when I retired from like my own job. I sacked myself. And yeah, I did a go live on Facebook, and it was the best feeling in the world. You know, not to have to physically pull cable anymore, and it's just changed my life completely. And like Adam said the same, for anyone who's sort of sitting back thinking, you know, I sort of resonate with this guy or whatever, just do it. Just click on the link. You can always get a refund if it's not for you, you know, a 14-day refund. So I would say click on the link. You can make it happen if you want to make it happen. And like Ryan will probably tell you later on as well, you've got to do something different to get a different result. If you don't, you're going to wake up in 6 months' time thinking, oh, I've got to go back to work, doing the same thing day in, day out. Do something different, make a change today.
Brilliant. Thanks for your story there, Rich. And yeah, you know, most people start an online opportunity in you know, before they're even 20. through the 20s, 30s, and you started when you were 44, right? And some people even older, but because the system is literally click by click, and you had a coach and you had other people there able to give you a hand, and you stay persistent, you got the results, and because you have those results, you now have one of the biggest teams in the UK within our industry. Could you just mute yourself? There we go. Because of that, because you stay persistent, and that's what I'll tell everyone, right? So when I first watched a webinar, I started looking into working online. Anyone on the panel did, anyone in our community, anyone in the world. You watch a webinar, you watch something because you want it, because you're interested in an opportunity, right? And you've probably seen this evening, right? To start with, there's more people on, and then less people are watching. And why is that? Because people think they can do something without putting any effort in, without putting any energy into something, right? And it's a natural process in life. The people who succeed are the people who stay, and the people who persist, right? With training, with mentors, and with literally a step-by-step or click-by-click system in this case. And that's why we have the free bonuses for people who are still watching right now, because you're probably a specific type of person. You're someone who wants the information, which you've got, and now you are thinking about taking the opportunity, and maybe you're still a little bit on the fence, right? And that's fine. I get it. So that's why we have the free 10-minute consultation call, that business strategy call. When you scroll to the bottom and you book it, you jump on with me or one of the other leaders within the community. But what I will say, as Rich said then brilliantly, you want something new in your life. You're looking for something new. You're looking for that time, either location, financial, maybe all three freedoms, right? Time, location, financial freedom, but you don't know where to get it, how to get it. But it's not by doing the same thing, right? As Einstein said, doing the same thing every day on repeat for 40 years is the definition of insanity, because it is insane, right? So if you want new output in your life, if you want something new happening, right? If you want to be running a business, if you want to learn how to work online, it's not just going to happen. You have to have new input, and that new input is what we have put on a plate here for you this evening. It's there for the taking. And literally, you are the only variable in this, and that's what you're going to find out once you do invest in yourself, right? That's £79. Once you do press that orange button down below right away and find out. It's like opening a new door to a new world, like things that you didn't even think were possible. As Adam said, right, there's a supportive community there. He was actually chatting with real people who are earning over 5 figures a month online. It's like, okay, these people actually exist, right? And then that's the point that Adam was like, jumped on the coaching call, was like, okay, cool, I'm in. Like, I want to do this. I can see the step-by-steps the person he jumped on the call with has done, and I want the same results. And that's what he did. And the same as another over 900 people have done. So I'm going to jump straight back into the screen share, and then I'd like to bring Lily Beth out. So Lily, if you want to prepare yourself for after this slide. I just want to re-go over what you're going to get this evening, guys, when you do invest in yourself, that one-off £79 fee. The Training Academy, valued at over £349. The automated system, over £697 value. The global Facebook community. The weekly team training calls. It's over £130 per week. Bonus number 2, those team training recordings from the history of Project Q1, right? Every single one. And bonus number 1, the 30-minute one-on-one coaching call with someone who's been in your position, transition from that employee to entrepreneur, and how you can do exactly the same thing, right? And the bonuses are available for the first 10 people who invest in themselves this evening, right? And let's look at it like this. Money is replenishable. Every single week you get a pay slip, or every single month you get a wage, right? And what you do with your wage is up to you. But then next month you're going to get another wage, and what you do with that money is up to you. Maybe you pay rent, maybe you go out a few nights, right? But what's guaranteed is you're going to get that again the next month. But if you do nothing new with that, if you don't invest in it, use it to invest, and you're going to stay in the same situation. So why not take a chunk of that £79, and invest it in yourself to learn a new skill set and find out what the online world is all about. And as Rich said, we do offer a 14-day money-back guarantee. You know, take a look at what we're doing. And if for some crazy reason you don't like it, we'll give you your money back. That's fine. And the reason we do that guarantee is because we know that people, once they join and become a member, they love it, and that's exactly what they want to do. Then they want to utilize it, and they want to transition online, and then they do. So the value there is over £2,151. Guys, you know the bonus: 30-minute one-on-one coaching call with one of the amazing coaches here for the first 10 people only. That's all £79. The only thing you have to do is click the orange button below and join the success team now. Join the 900 plus people that are using this system to transition from that employee to entrepreneur. So Lily, I would like to invite you out. There you are. Let me introduce Lily to you guys. She's been with us now for around, I'm going to say 8 months, something like that. 10 months. Oh, you're trying to give me a high 10. I don't know. Yeah, and as you saw, she was able to make over £2,000 within their first 3 weeks with Project Q1. That's because she put her back to the wall and made it work. Right, she saw what was on offer and she was like, right, I want this. Lily's been traveling, she's been all over the world, and she wanted to pursue and carry on that lifestyle without having to do that 40-40-40, which is work 40 hours a week for 40 years of your life to live on 40% of the wages you earn while you're working those 40 hours a week, right? So she managed to get out of that and hand a notice into her work, and she'll tell you a little bit more about her story right now. So over to you, Lily.
Cheers, Ryan. Hi everyone, nice to virtually meet you. So as Roy said, I was able to kind of quit my job after 3 weeks of getting completely stuck in with Project Q1 and taking control of my business. And that was because I saw the opportunity and I knew that it was for me. I just had this gut feeling that I was like, right, this is what I'm going for. I'm going to do it. And just to give you a bit of background to my story, in 2016, I went traveling for 6 months. I was lucky enough to get a sabbatical from work. And I managed to get around kind of most of Southeast Asia and over to America. And when I came home, it was great. It was lovely to see everyone. It was nice to go back to work and have a little bit of a routine, dare I say it. But as soon as and as Rich said, he said, look at yourself now and look at the past 6 months and look at the next 6 months coming. Is anything going to change for you? Will you be in the same job, in the same house, in the same city, surrounded by the same people? And you know, that's not a problem sometimes, but if you're not enjoying where you're at, why are you staying there? And for me, I went back to work, and 6 months after being back at work, one of the girls I work with actually said to me, she was like, oh, I can't believe that you've been back at work for 6 months. And I was like, oh, I know. And we started talking about kind of the experience I'd had traveling. And she said that was a once in a lifetime opportunity. And those words, they probably rang in my ears for about a month later. And I was like, this cannot be a once in a lifetime opportunity. Like, this can't be it. I want to travel more. I want to see more of the world. This isn't the end to, me being in my mid-20s and working for the next 40 years at least if they don't up the retirement age, and just doing this for the rest of my life. So that's what really kind of set me on the track of wanting more out of life and wanting to change my situation. And I came across a Facebook ad, and after watching this webinar, I actually messaged Ryan. And I was like, how do I get involved? Is this something that I can do? Can I travel? Etc., etc. All the kind of questions that you guys are probably sat there thinking now. So if you've got them, you want to pop them in the chat, make sure that you do before we kind of close up tonight. But yeah, kind of I reeled up a million questions to Ryan, and he was just like, this is absolutely something that you can do. You seem passionate and driven. And I sat there and I thought, what have I got to lose? I'm literally in my mid-20s. I haven't got a house yet. I was still living at home. I didn't really have any responsibilities. And I just thought, you know what? It's £79 that, in worst case scenario, if I don't like this opportunity, I can get back. but it was an opportunity that I couldn't let pass and not know the ins and the outs of. I needed to know more, because if I just left it and I saw kind of Ryan on the internet again at some point in the next 3 years, I would have kicked myself for not looking into it. So that was why I kind of just got the courage. And it is hard. It's hard to step outside your comfort zone and go, do you know what? I'm going to explore this opportunity. But, you know, somebody once said, I can't remember who it was, but they said that life begins at the end of your comfort zone. And that's exactly right. I mean, if you're constantly living in fear of what you could do and not actually exploring it, then how are you ever going to achieve all those dreams that you've got? For me, it's more about kind of the lifestyle. It's the freedom to travel. It's the freedom to kind of see the world, and the freedom to just work on a laptop. Wherever there's Wi-Fi, there is literally a way. So if you're interested in traveling, if you're interested in kind of, I don't know, working online, and you're interested in getting away from the 9 to 5, or worse, if you work all hours of the day at night, then this is absolutely something that you need to explore. Since I joined Project Q1, it's now been 6 months since I left my day job, and it's been an incredible journey. I'm learning every day, I grow every day, and again, like Richard said, it is a kind of click by click system, so you don't even need like a vast amount of knowledge on online work or technology. Like Ryan failed his IT class. So we're all here to help and support you. The community is so welcoming and so kind of, I don't know, they're there for you to help you, and everybody just encourages each other. So if you guys, like, don't sit on the fence, like I say, if this is an opportunity that you're considering, just go for it. Just give yourself that chance to actually kind of do something you really want to do in your life. I'll hand it back over to you.
Cheers, Lily. Great story, you know, and having that freedom while you're traveling and coming back and realizing, like, this can't be it. I can't have been all the fun to have in my life. And then the next time I'm going to have fun is when I'm 70, when I'm retired, right? It's just not a way, like maybe our grandparents and great grandparents, that was the way for them to live because they didn't have the internet. But now we have the internet. The whole world, the whole industries are changing to go online. You see more digital nomads. You see more people working online. Hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people now are transitioning and starting their own little businesses online because that's where the demand is happening. And that's exactly what we have on offer here today. And as you said, Lily, you know, 5 months into your business, or how long did it take you to retire as such from your job?
Once I was kind of like completely committed to Project Q1, it was actually 3 weeks that I kind of got up and running, that I handed my notice in. And then I had like quite a long period of notice. But yeah, so 3 weeks in, I was like, this is it for me. I'm going to travel, I'm going to see the world.
Brilliant. And like, guys, you heard it there. Within 3 weeks of clicking the orange button below, right away, investing in yourself, Lily was able to hand in her notice and stop working, right? And earn probably close to what it would take previously 2 months to earn within that first 3 weeks, right? And if you'd have probably told her that a couple of months beforehand, you'd have used some strong swear words, Lily, and said there's no way that's possible. But because you understood once you invested in yourself, how the business works and how scalable it actually is, it become normal. And that's exactly what happens once you do start working or working online, right? Let's have a look if there's any questions here. Someone's got a bit of a lag on the video. No worries. So I would like to introduce Ali here. So Ali, if you would like to turn your camera on and unmute yourself, that'd be brilliant. And guys, we as you've seen before, we have team training calls each week, and we sometimes bring out some of the members of our community to share their story, to show people what's possible, and show everyone, because we're global, right? So you don't know all 900 people. So we like to bring people out and for them to share their story and how they've got to where they are today. And that's what Ali did today for the whole community. He was able to come out, share his story, share his knowledge, and that's what I'd like him to kind of do now in part. And Ali, I think you've been with us for around 6 months, and you're still in that. You're about to be in that position where you can quit your job, right? Go full time online. So why don't you share a bit of your story with people here right now, and what would you say to someone who's a little bit kind of mind blown at what's going on right now? And yeah, I'll leave it up to you, and kind of just to introduce the opportunity, right, of what happened to you when you click that orange button.
Yeah, definitely. So you can hear me all right, yeah?
Yeah, got you.
So yeah, I mean, I'll go back to my story quickly and just run through the reasons for getting involved as such. So I've got a young family. I've got 2 young girls around 2.5 years old, and I basically seeing that kind of going forward that I was never going to spend enough time with them. I had a 9 to 5. I still have a 9 to 5, but I needed something that when I got to when they get older, I'm just not going to be around, or I'm going to get home at 6 and they're going to be going to bed, and I'm not going to have the time to pick them up from school, all that kind of thing. And that was my main reasons for getting involved and seeing the webinar. So I watched the first webinar that I came across, and I was like, yeah, this really interests me. I think I'm going to get involved, but I'll wait a week. Kind of procrastinated as such, as Ryan says. Thought about it. And then I watched the webinar the following week and signed up straight away. And quite honestly, it's probably the best thing I did. It's going to give me the opportunity to have more time with my family growing up, which is obviously what everyone wants. So I don't want to be limited by a 9 to 5. I don't want to have the restrictions of holiday. I don't want to have those issues where I can't get out of work because I can't get the kids from school. That's what I'm after, and that's my main reasons for getting involved. A little bit different to Lily, Rich, as such, regarding travel, but that will come with time, and obviously with the kids growing up, I'll be able to have free time to do the traveling, the taking them on holiday, and all those kind of different things that you restricted by 9 to 5, the limitation of holiday. So yeah, anyone kind of sat on the fence, who's in the same situation as me, who's got a young family. Or even if you haven't, and you're looking for that kind of online thing, it just kind of, for me, it was the one thing I needed, and I think I was missing in my life. I didn't realize at the time, but as soon as I kind of got involved, saw what was available, saw the people kind of in the community doing what they were doing, making the money that Ryan's mentioned, I had to kind of get myself involved and put everything I had into it. So that's basically it.
Brilliant, Ali. And it was like your story, as you said, like, everyone's doing it for a different reason, and your reason is you want to have those like the special moments with your family where you don't have to like leave work early or book some time off work to actually have to do those things. And I know right now you're well on your way. You're about to hit the next rank with some of the companies we're working with. So I'm excited to see you congratulated in the group again when that does happen. And guys, as we said before, we've been going for over an hour and a half right now this evening, and there's one of the questions that's come through here. Charlie has asked, are there any costs to keep running once set up? Great question, Charlie. And with us, that Project Q1, absolutely zero. For everything to be running for you, it's that one-time fee of £79. So that's for your business to run an automation constantly, right? But we are affiliated with certain products and services, and these range from zero money down to thousands. It depends how quickly you want to get set up. And again, that's something we find out on the coaching call. So we specifically tailor the business and the products or services for you and whatever situation you are in right now. And guys, that's what we have this evening. That's the end of the presentation as such. If you don't have any questions, please put them in the comments right now. If you're watching this on replay, underneath here, underneath this box, there's a picture of someone, maybe me, maybe Adam, maybe Rich, maybe Lily, right? And you can click on that and it will take you through to their Facebook, and you can add them as a friend and ask any kind of other questions. If you still want to see if there's a coaching calls available, etc., if you can get fit into the calendars, because our schedules get filled up pretty quickly. do let me know. And yeah, what I would say is, before I got going, before I got started online, I was in the staff room, and I can remember being there, and I thought I wanted to be an English teacher because I wanted to travel and work simultaneously and keep traveling the world. And for a few months it was okay, until I started looking around, and I could see my managers or the teachers that have been there for longer in the staff room, the headmaster as well in the school I was working in at the time. And I kind of took a seat back in the staff room, and I saw these guys in a different light. You know, at one point they were in my position, a new teacher, fresh teacher, right? And they looked like they had the life kicked out of them. Like literally they were just robots, just getting by. They were 10, 15, some 20 years older than me. They have a few extra days holiday than me a year for staying loyal to that school, you know? And they earn a few extra pound an hour than me. They work longer hours than me. No offense to them, but they weren't looking healthy. And as I said, they looked like they had the life beat out of them. They were miserable. The older they were, the longer they've been in the job, the more grumpy they were. And maybe you can agree with that, whichever industry you're in. The older guys are the grumpier guys that you try and avoid. And it wasn't a healthy place for me to be working. I kind of had I've never had a panic attack before, but it was the nearest thing I've ever had to it, because I could see myself taking the same actions they've done throughout their life and being in that position in 5, 10, 15, 20 years time. And what would I have achieved? Nothing. Because I didn't really want to be a teacher. I was just there for the wage. If I wasn't getting paid a wage, would I be unable to travel? Would I be there? Absolutely not. It wasn't for me. So I realized I had to do something different. And if I wanted to do something different, I had to leave my comfort zone. And if I wanted to leave my comfort zone, I had to take advantage of an opportunity. I had to watch a webinar. I had to know it was possible. And the reason I knew that is because I saw other people with results. I saw other people with the success I desired. And I knew I could implement what I was going to be shown, what I was going to be taught. But it all was down to knowing I had to make a change. And if you're in that situation right now where you know you want to make a change for the better, and you're willing to put in the work and follow the click by click training that we have in place, and be a part of a thriving community of positive people who want you to succeed and who drive each other to succeed. If you want that kind of positivity as you grow and develop as a human and also in business, then this is for you, right? And that's something I just thought about at the end there that I wanted to share with you a bit about my story. But if you're still kind of on the fence, I know how uncomfortable it is sitting on the fence. So that's why we do have the free 10-minute business consultation call for you right at the bottom of this page, because you've been with us watching now for over an hour and a half. So if you are interested in booking that call over the next couple of days with one of our coaches, please scroll down and do so. It should be a blue box. So click on that, go through, and then write down a couple of questions. Have a couple of questions ready that you want to ask, because we do keep them to 10 minutes. So, guys, that's what we have this evening for you. Appreciate all the guys from the community on the panel for coming out this evening, and every single person who's watched this. I hope you've taken some notes, taken some value from that. And congratulations to every single person who's guaranteed their coaching calls so far this evening. And if you're watching the replay, do reach out. And that is all from us this end. And I look forward to working with each and every one of you who take action this evening in the future. So good night, or good day, good morning, everyone.